Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Mad World public service message call. What do we need to tell them?
If you're watching this, you're watching Mad World. Not like Mad That in the sense of it's not structured. These are going to come out when they're ready, when they've been cooked nice in the oven.
Absolutely. It's a full produced podcast. Could go up to 2 hours or whatever.
Could be multiple parts.
Absolutely. And it's also filling the gap and giving you more Mad That content before Mad That Season 2 comes out, which is tasty.
You're going to need a glass of milk, mate.
Let's get some milk.
Spicy on the tongue.
We've booked 90% of the guests or whatever, and they are
nasty.
like Carl's head's fallen off a couple of times.
Nasty.
But what we're asking you to do, obviously, these are going to come out sporadically, so subscribe, hit the little bell notification.
Hit the bell button, comment, like, share to your friends.
Follow us on Spotify so you get the little
follow us
notification.
home.
If you follow us home, come back to mine.
Say nice things.
We'll get some popcorn and we'll watch Mad That and Mad World
together.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Enjoy the episode. Hello, and welcome to Mad World, brought to you by Mad That, brought to you by the Have a Word podcast.
Yeah, brought to you by Harry Robinson
and
Carl Riegler.
This is going to be very similar to kind of Mad That in terms of the topics that we're diving into, but we're going to take you on a journey.
It's basically, within the realm of Mad That, because it's all things
it's all
mad.
Bonkers shit, yeah.
But this is, it's not interviews, it's just me and Harry talking about subjects that we're really interested in, that we think you'll be interested in. And we're just going to deep dive and basically talk about the subject. I think. Yeah,
just loads of research and telling a story.
Yeah.
This might be 2 parts. This might be 1 part. You'll know by the title. We don't know yet.
No, we don't know. We're in the past. You're in the future. Well done.
And then at the end of each topic, we're going to stick them on the Mad World order, which is here. I mean, it will be in the studio.
It's going to be over there phically, but right
I think
now,
it's in between us now.
It's digitally here, bro.
Do you want to hear the rankings that the listeners have given?
The people at home.
So to set like a kind of yardstick, we surveyed them on the Mad That episodes.
Yep.
On how mad they were, I guess. So that doesn't mean how good each episode is, but it's the level of...
Mad in our world is it's a verb that works in mysterious ways.
It's fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's malleable.
Like, not necessarily like the best episode or the maddest guest, just like, wow, that's mad, innit?
Yeah, we let people decide their own barometer, I guess, of what mad is.
Yeah.
So I start at the top.
Are we going from number 1, yeah?
Or do you want to work our way up?
Yeah,
let's work our way up. So at the bottom...
No, don't say the bottom.
Of the Mad That episode.
Don't say the bottom, let's say...
this is...
It's in at number 8.
In at number 8, it's at a 6.4, which is still decent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no non-mad episodes of
Mad
Mad That.
We only do mad stuff.
Was Apostate Alex. Again, great episode.
Cool guy.
But I kind of understand it's like... it wasn't...
Scientology is well trodden.
Yeah, and also, he's not Tom Cruise.
Fact.
Where I think that's maybe
if it was Tom Cruise, maybe he'd be number 1.
Yeah,
but he isn't.
I think it'd be number.
And
0.
you can't hold it against him that he isn't Tom Cruise.
He'd probably appreciate that he wasn't Tom Cruise. Then it was Greg Caden at a 6.7,
which is mad because for me, when we got Greg Caden, I was like, "Mad, that's
your head fell off."
Yeah, but again, Biggie and Tupac quite well trodden,
and he's done loads of like.
Yeah, you can see Greg Caden anywhere.
And I'd spoken to him before anyway.
Yeah, and I've been for the bevy with him.
Neil Woods, Undercover Cop.
Woodsy.
6.8. These are all kind of grouped together. Like, these are all kind of shuffleable.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I think maybe undervalued a little bit because he had a mad life. His stories were insane. But again, when you see the people above him, then it was Mark Sargent, 6.9. I think he is mad. I think that's
why. When we got him, I was like, yeah, that's mad. That's it.
Yeah. But also his beliefs were mad. Again, what your barometer is.
Yeah. But we're halfway now. We're mid-table.
Mid-table. It takes a bit of a big jump. 7.7.
Shit.
Steve Murphy and Javier Pena.
The Narcos.
The people who hunted down and killed Pablo Escobar.
That's quite mad.
Which is pretty mad.
Yep.
Then at 8...
No one else has ever done that.
No? Well, I mean, except for the Colombian people who...
No, but they didn't successfully do it.
The Colombian police that helped them did.
Yeah, but they
don't speak English, so they wouldn't be good. They wouldn't be good value.
Yeah.
Then at 8.0, going into the 8s now. This is, big time. Chris Buckley.
The Bookers, personally,
Personally, our favourite
favourite
episode, I think.
Bookers.
Again, if you have a chance, go watch it. The man story is insane.
Yeah.
Then
top two. Just top two. Makes sense.
Do you want to guess who's at number 2?
What order? All I can see it. What order is it? Now, we've got Joe and we've got Shirley.
Joe.
And both of these people were...
They sandwiched the season for a reason.
Yeah, and like these are like, you know, Shirley was like the holy fuck moment, and then Joe was the holy bastard fuck. And I think that has worked in this ranking.
Yeah, so Shirley is at an 8.7.
Yeah.
Again, these are set in the... Like, when we go through these Mad World topics, like, as we do them, if any of them are getting to Shirley level, then you know that we've been on a bit of a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
And then Joe Exotic is at a 9.7.
We did interview the Tiger King live from prison.
Yeah, it is. I think the fact that we got him played into that. He's mad as a person. His story's mad. Some of the stuff he said about like the Unabomber.
He's the one I flex.
Yeah.
When I go, yeah, we interviewed the Tiger King, and they go, oh shit. Like,
we went into the Apple shop the other week, and we just within 5 minutes told the fella that we spoke to Joe Exotic.
That's our flex one, so we get why that's number 1. So that is the inauguration of the Mad World Order. This series and Mad That Season 2 coming soon will slot in. So maybe Joe won't be top. What's going to top Joe?
It might be a bit of a wait, but as soon as we get one that tops at 9.7, that's like when Tom Cruise did the 2 wheels on Top Gear.
I mean,
there's 2 mentions.
Who's
for Tom
that going to
Cruise.
be? Tom Cruise?
Yeah, if we get Tom Cruise, that might be it. But topic 1 for Mad World. Do you want to reveal what it is? I mean,
it's in the title. You know what it is. We know what it is. It's the
Waco
Waco Siege in
that.
Texas.
The Texas happened in 1993.
The
Texas. Like the big Asda.
The Arsenal.
Now, do you know what I find really shocking? So the way that we're kind of doing this format is a little bit is that I've studied the Waco Siege before, and I've interviewed someone who was at the Waco Siege. So I was like, I'll be the expert for this. Do a bit of research, and I gave you some kind of pointers and stuff to watch. But I was like, I'll lead us through this one.
Yeah.
When we do the next one, Carl will do the same. We'll flip flop. The amount of people that don't know about the Waco Siege is insane.
I pride myself on, what is this world that we live in? Like knowledge of events and like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like,
I pride myself on, you know, taking an interest in all of them and like doing my own research for fun. I knew nothing. The only bit I knew about the Waco Siege was the Bill Hicks bit on it in his comedy.
Yeah.
When he basically goes on political and blames the ATF and stuff, which is coming up. I knew nothing about it. So I went into it really dry and unknowing. And the fact that I didn't know anything about it blew my mind. I was like, how isn't this wild knowledge?
Well, if you look up kind of big events from the 90s, this is the one. And then I feel like 9/11 happened, and then in the early 2000s, and people kind of forget it.
It's like when someone famous dies on the same day as someone really famous dying.
Yeah.
Like someone really famous died the same day as Michael Jackson. You know, you don't know who it is, do you?
No, who did? No?
Exactly.
Someone with Quincy.
No, it's a fact. I've watched the Watch Modo documentary about it. The people who died on the same day as super famous people, and you know,
and they don't get talked about.
Yeah, fuck them.
A little overview, I guess, of what's to come up and what Waco is. So the Waco Siege was a siege between a religious cult and the ATF and the FBI, like government officials.
And the ATF are
the alcohol, tobacco, and fishing.
Yeah, they got involved too. Like, we need to help the FBI. It's basically the guys with the guns.
Yeah, the government.
The nasty guys with the guns.
Versus mental religious cult people with guns.
Yeah.
And it resulted in this big standoff with some consequences at the end. If you know about the Waco Siege.
A 7-week standoff.
Yeah, it's 51 days.
Over 7 weeks. 7 weeks is 49 days.
Yeah, and it's good math, that.
Yeah.
And it's insane. I want to lay the groundwork, I guess. So the man behind the church cult at Waco, which is the Branch Davidians, is called David Koresh.
The Koreshman. Quite a... What I noticed as well, before the cult, not the most appeasing, like appealingly looking, not the most beautiful. And then when he was in the cult, really grew into his head.
Yeah, so I mean, do you know what he was called before the cult?
Oh, he's got a new name.
So David Koresh isn't his name. David Koresh is like a religious name. So he was born Vernon Wayne Howell in
Not as
1959. Yeah, not as culty as
You're
well.
not following Vernon.
Born to unmarried parents in the 50s,
Bastard.
which is like, you know, a little bit shaky.
Yeah. I
at that
mean,
era.
listen, same. I was born to, but I didn't start a cult. You know what I mean? So you can't give him that excuse.
Would you start a cult, do you reckon?
I think
If you had the ability to?
Yeah.
I think if you got the beard a little bit more in the hair, I think you've got it going.
Yeah.
Mother left him with his grandmother, and his upbringing was dysfunctional. He was basically this kind of outcast growing up. He didn't really get on with getting to school because he was not uneducated, but he had like kind of like learning needs. I guess he was dyslexic and struggled in school.
The social skills weren't the best.
So instead, he became a carpenter.
He did.
Very Jesus-y.
That's what Jesus did.
Foreshadowing. And
The fact about do you know the Jesus thing?
with the
Yeah.
what was it?
They might head in that upcoming. Mate.
Yeah.
We should keep watching.
So again, to kind of contextualize what Koresh is about a little bit. At the age of 19, he had sexual relations with a 16-year-old, and that's a bit of a theme in David's life. I mean, at the time, he was Vernon.
Yeah, I feel like
So
when I was watching this with my beautiful wife, she pointed out that a lot of these cult leaders make rules to do with sex, don't they?
it's all about sex.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, there's very few cult leaders that don't just go, let's shag.
Yeah.
But he got this girl pregnant, and then people were outraged, and the girl didn't think he was fit enough to be a father.
Like
fit enough as in
attractive?
like, no, yeah, like he was unfit to be a father. Not that he was like he couldn't run a 5K.
I think meant ugly.
Oh yeah, and ugly. I mean, it depends what you think about David Koresh.
Yeah.
So then he became a born again Christian and joined the Seventh-day Adventists, who are a
Rene Higuita.
Was he a Seventh-day Adventist?
He was a seventh, and he refused to play on the Sunday. He used to play football on a Sunday.
Mad. He also used to peddle coke for Pablo Escobar.
Not on a Sunday.
Only on Saturdays.
Yep.
Before the games. Yeah, and I guess Seventh-day Adventism is came around about the same time as kind of Mormonism. They're a kind of Christian group that believe that the second coming of Jesus was to happen.
Yeah.
That like is coming at some point on the seventh day.
Sunday.
Yeah, on any given Sunday.
Hey.
And that that would bring about kind of the rapture and the end of the world and stuff like that. But this is when he joined, this is the main branch. So when I talk about the branch Davidians, that is a later offshoot.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's maybe two in the future.
Yeah.
Branch Davidians.
Yeah.
Is that because he was called David? Because they.
No. So I can give you the rundown. So the branch Davidians.
Should we move on? Should we finish what we're doing and come on to it?
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of in this. So it fits in well. So the branch Davidians, they're a religious group that splintered away. It was a Hungarian man called Victor Hutef. And in the 30s, he was excommunicated out of the wider Adventist church because he started preaching this other, like his own. He was like, well, I believe like new stuff.
Right.
And he started kind of preaching. And him and 32, I think, in the 30s of his followers left after he was kicked out by like the elders. And he set up this church in WACO.
Right.
So he was the one who set up Mount Carmel, and he named it after the Book of Elijah. Like there's some kind of biblical.
That's the name of the compound.
Yeah. So the Mount Carmel compound is in WACO.
I also love places that become. I don't love. That's maybe the wrong word. Become infamous because of the thing that happened. So if I say to you WACO, that is just a place.
So when I was in Oklahoma, we had loads of the students went down to go report on Oklahoma playing one of the Texas unis, and they play in WACO. And I was like,
they're going to WACO.
Insane. But for them, they live nearby. Loads of them were from Texas, so they didn't think that.
Like Vietnam is one.
Yeah.
Vietnam is a country that your first thought is a war.
Koresh ends up joining this Branch Davidian church. He splinters off.
And when he got there, they weren't really into him, were they?
Well, so he came there as Vernon, and then basically has full-blown hallucinations, and then insists that he's talking to God.
Yeah.
And then by the 80s, he begins claiming the gift of prophecy.
Yeah.
So forget Victor Hutef, who set it up. The Branch Davidians have had a list of kind of leaders, and one of them is Benjamin Roden. Benjamin Roden has a wife called Lois, who is in her late 60s.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this?
No, I know that she was the current leader, and then he got there and started shagging her.
Yeah. So Benjamin,
I love that she's one letter away from Rodent. That made me chuckle.
Yeah. So Benjamin Roden dies,
leaves
his widow Lois, and David Koresh drops the shoulder really, because really he's interested in prepubescent girls and teenagers, and he goes, "I'm gonna shag this granny."
Yeah.
It
worked.
Yeah. Well, he then starts a power struggle because
her son
George was meant to be the next leader, so he's fuming.
Yeah.
Essentially. Because
someone's banging his mum and becoming the god.
When he thinks he's going to be the next leader of this church, and instead someone's piping his mum.
Some fella called Vernon shags his mum.
Yeah. Well, now he's going by David, though, and he also claims that he is the second coming of Jesus, kind of sent by God, and he claims that it's God's divine will that he gets Lois pregnant, which is a bit of a miracle anyway, to be fair, because she's 69 or she's late 60s,
and that's a sexy number.
It is the sex number. So there is this big rivalry that breaks out. Roden forces Koresh off the property at gunpoint. And so basically the church is kind of split into followers of both of the...
It's a bit of a shootout, isn't it?
Yeah. And they have... So originally, that's a bit later, so Roden forces Koresh off and the group off at gunpoint. They go to Palestine.
Oh.
In Texas.
Which is a place.
Yeah, Palestine, Texas.
Yeah.
Mad. And they set up camp, it's like 140 kilometers away from Waco. He's already married a new member called Rachel. Who? Do you want to guess how old Rachel is?
14.
She is. Did you know that already?
I didn't know that, yeah.
Oh, mad. You've done your research. I'm really
have
impressed.
done my research, yeah.
And Lois is fuming.
Yeah, because she's like, hang on.
Because Lois has gone with him, and she's been ignored by, Jesus, essentially.
She was banging Jesus, and now Jesus wants a child.
Yeah, and does it with a 14-year-old. But basically, Lois then shows up with a pregnancy test and goes, "I'm pregnant." Which I don't believe her.
No.
But
is she the one who speaks in the documentary?
No.
Well, because she was like, because she went, well, people were saying he was fucking kids, but we think you become an adult at 12.
Yeah, so that's one of the... So, I mean, that's a great point to bring up, is that...
That's disgusting.
It is minging in it.
She said, you become an adult at 12, actually.
But these people are all brainwashed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they have this kind of belief that you become an adult at 12. But what you've also got to believe what you also got to keep in mind is that David Koresh is the one coming... He made the rules. He's coming up with those rules.
Do you know? Yeah, he said 12.
That's an adult, that.
Yeah, well, people said he said it's an adult, so he could fuck a child. She did my head in there. We'll come to her.
Yeah. But again, it shows kind of how brainwashed these people are.
Oh my God, insane.
So Lois turns up with this pregnancy test and goes,
Jesus
got me pregnant, but he did it in naughty ways. He sexually assaulted me and got me pregnant. And Koresh responds to that. Do you know how he responds to that?
No.
He marries loads more kids.
That's what you do.
He doesn't care. No one really believes Lois. And yeah, he just marries more women. Some of them as young as 12.
Because he said they're adults.
He's a naughty... again, this is a topic where you can kind of fall on either side. But David Koresh is a naughty man.
David Koresh is a paedophile.
He's a paedophile.
But he's using Jesus' word to act on it, on very vulnerable people.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm Jesus, I can be a paedophile.
That is what WACO could be called. Jesus paedophile.
Jesus paedophile island.
Yeah.
So when I say that they're in Palestine, they're in this remote part of Texas. They're living in buses and tents. They're hunting and...
What would you rather be in there?
Sure, the bus.
The bus.
Yeah.
Because you can beat the on in there.
Ring the bell. Get me off this. Fucking paedophiles everywhere, just as Jesus. One thing that also made me laugh in my reading was that... So this is to keep your image of David Koresh. He's got this long hair because he's this messiah figure, but also to appeal to the younger members of the church, because everyone's quite stiff because it's like Seventh-day Adventist, not stiff like that. He said that to appeal to younger people, he wore jeans.
Oh yeah, so that
It was like, so they can't resist him.
kids love jeans.
Kids love jeans.
Yeah,
Especially if Jesus, the paedophile, is wearing jeans.
yeah. If Jesus is wearing jeans, you'd be like, I'm into jeans.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
But at this time as well, which is a crucial point, kind of foreshadowing, they start acquiring guns.
Yeah, so let's make stock of where we are so far.
Yeah.
David Koresh has grown up a nobody. He's got into this weird church. He's joined another cult, and he's wormed his way in via the old lady in charge. And now he's essentially the new guy in charge.
But with an outside sect, though, he's not back in the church yet. He's in Palestine. In the church is George Roden.
Yeah, who's the
rodent.
son of the rodent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rat man.
Yeah, the rat man.
So the rat man still, but they want to stockpile weapons. One, which is weird as well, because the Seventh-day Adventists are, as much as they believe in kind of the rapture and the end of the world, they're pacifists.
Pacifists, yeah.
But they're stockpiling weapons. One, to sell for an income. They can go to gun ranges,
big old weapons,
gun festivals. Well. Yeah. I mean, we're talking like machine guns.
They got 50 caliber guns, which we've shot in Nashville, which can blow an house up.
Yeah, they've got grenades, like mad shit like that. They're stockpiling this so they can sell it.
1.2 million rounds of ammunition. They had
really
1.2 million bullets.
So you can imagine they're stockpiling all of this originally in a bus.
Yeah, yeah.
And the plan is to sell them at gun fairs because they can up the price and stuff like that, and also they can keep the weapons to storm the Rat Man.
Yes,
who is still in Mount Carmel because the Mount Carmel they see as their Mecca. Spiritual. Yeah, it's their Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So they start acquiring guns. This is where Koresh starts preaching about the version of Doomsday not being like Jesus coming back, and because he claims he's Jesus, and then the rapture happens. He starts talking about this great war with his enemies.
I think it's quite ironic that, obviously, because you're causing that by bringing it on. I think the FBI are going to come because we've got guns, and that is the rapture. No. You've got guns, which is causing the FBI. It's not the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. Like
which makes the people who follow him, when it eventually happens, inevitably go, oh, everything else he's spoken about is true then?
He's essentially predicting the future. He's manipulating it.
He's making the future happen.
Having all these guns.
Yeah. Oh, so by the way, when the FBI come, which will happen, it's because of Jesus. So when the FBI eventually come, obviously, because it's stockpiling weapons, they go, holy shit, this guy is Jesus.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Koresh starts going further afield as well to gain more members. So he goes to the UK. There's a lot of British members.
Is there?
Quite a lot of British members of WACO.
I have been to Seneca. I went. It's always the Americans in it.
Always, but there is people who are predisposed in every culture to or every nation or whatever to follow that kind of wave of craziness. But in America, it's allowed to foster because of the amendment rights.
Yeah.
I mean, mainly free speech and keeping loads of guns.
They love both.
So, I mean, he's going to the UK. He goes to Israel. Like, that's as far as he's going on major pilgrimages, essentially, to get people. Lois dies in 1986.
Oh, right.
I mean,
at the age of what? Is she in her 20s then? Is that just after?
So she'll be in her 70s. The old woman, Lois.
Oh, I thought you meant the child.
Oh no, not the one. No, not that's Rachel Jones who he marries.
Oh, the old lady.
The old lady kicks the bucket.
Yeah, because she's old.
She's
going to a good place because she's the old Jesus. The old new Jesus.
She died of natural causes, or did she?
Ooh,
she probably did. I don't know. I didn't read up much about
70
Lois.
Isn't natural.
Yeah, but she was also living in a bus and selling weapons. So
yeah,
lifespans can change a little bit.
You are varied there.
She dies in 1986. 1987, George Roden lays the gauntlet down to Koresh.
Yeah.
You know what happens here?
No.
This is the one thing I was like, do your research on the siege. Here's the notes or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't look at this top bit. I want to. So George Roden goes to Koresh. I'll lay down the gauntlet. You can we'll have a necromancer off.
Oh yeah.
We'll raise bodies from the dead,
And see
whoever
wins.
can do it gets the church. So George Roden and David Koresh goes, yeah, we'll do. Let's
Obviously,
do that.
that's what I'm good at.
So George Roden goes and digs up a corpse.
Yep.
And he starts doing voodoo on this corpse. And David
Like
Koresh
haircuts.
starts doing hairdos, gives it a quiff. And David Koresh goes, that man's dug up a body and calls the police.
He's so clever.
And goes, he's
doing hairdressing on bodies.
Yeah, he's fiddling with a corpse. And the police go, we're not going to get involved. And they don't get involved. But then obviously the tensions are heated. So instead, Koresh storms, and this is the gunfight that you were on about.
Yeah.
So they have this gunfight. George Roden gets shot, but he spends the whole fight hiding behind a tree.
Yeah.
And then the ceasefire gets called or whatever, and then they basically out him as this coward. So then all of George Roden's followers turn against him anyway, and David Koresh takes over.
But he gets snitched on, doesn't he? Koresh gets arrested, doesn't he?
Yes, because I think it went to court because in this church, because also people live in Waco, and in this church in the corner, there's just loads of mental cult members just fucking firing
and doing like haircuts on corpses.
Yeah, on corpses, shooting each other, throwing grenades, it's like they're playing army.
It's not allowed.
So they go to court, and it gets thrown out as a mistrial.
Yeah, it was hung actually. Yeah,
nice.
So it was like it wasn't a mistrial. It was hung. They couldn't decide.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah. So they then threw it out.
I guess if you're a jury in that situation, they go, listen, he shot him, but he was doing haircuts on.
Yeah, I'd be like, do you know what? Just
corpses.
let them fucking go back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what the police did originally as well, because they were like there's necromancy going on here, and the police go, we're fine.
Keep doing it.
I'm just imagining like a proper Chief Wiggum eating donuts outside a shop going.
Yeah, someone's doing necromancy, but let him have it.
Do you know what happened to George Roden afterwards?
I don't know.
So 1989, basically he's still got these couple members that are
a breakaway group.
Yeah, they're still on his side, and there's a fella called Wayman Dale Adair. And he goes, do you know what? I actually think David Koresh might be the true Messiah. So George Roden hits him in the head with an axe.
Oh shit!
And
you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. And went to court.
He didn't kill him?
No, yeah, killed him.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely mashed his head up with an axe.
Right.
Went to court over it for murder, and they judged that he was too insane for trial.
I agree with that. He was doing haircuts on corpses.
He was doing
previously
quiffs and axes. And went to a psychiatric hospital, and then that's the end of the.
Is he dead now?
The Rat Man. I assume so. I don't think people have heard of him since.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of faded away. So Koresh took over fully at Mount Carmel. There's no disputes as to.
It's not an interim anymore.
No,
he's the undisputed GOAT.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He is David Moyes. Roden was David Unsworth. And he has this thing called the New Light, which is this new revelation.
He goes, hang on, Jesus just told me loads of new stuff that I'm gonna like. And they go,
basically. And do you know what the new stuff is?
Is it the wives, the marriage stuff?
It's he must have more wives, and he has sex with all of them.
So at first he goes, right, hang on a minute, Jesus just coming through. I get to bang all your wives, and you don't get to bang them while I'm doing it.
And to stay in the church, you have to give up your wife.
No, so so at first it was, I bang all your wives.
Yeah,
you're all cool with it, and all the fellas go for it, David lad. And then he goes, actually, you're all getting divorced now. They're all my wives.
Yeah, and they all go. I mean, there are some people that inevitably leave or whatever, but there's a surprise amount of people that go, me casa, su casa.
So
my wife.
I don't remember the name. The lady who's in the documentary, who have you heard of when she speaks to her dad over the phone for the last time?
Yes.
Which is fucking harrowing, by the way.
Yeah,
to
I've
see
got
live.
I've got a name somewhere.
Fuck me.
For the second.
Her mum left.
Yeah.
Her mum went, nah, but left the daughter there.
Yeah, because the dad stayed, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'd be like, I'm going to take her because,
you're
they were just banging everyone.
I think there's a lot of just bad parenting in this whole story.
Well, while we're touching on that now, the other lady, the blonde lady who's still like fully fucking believes it all. Joe and they were, I mean, this is kind of like a spoiler for in the bit. When they start sending the kids out.
Yeah.
She goes, we weren't sending the kids out to save them. We were sending the kids out because, you know, we wanted to die for the cause. And that's what like led it. She was like, I didn't send my child out to save its life. I didn't care.
Yeah. They are so
fuck?
far into this religious group, so far behind David Koresh that they're all willing to die for David Koresh. That's how.
Oh,
and obviously David Koresh is also planting the seed, which again is very important to keep in mind that there will be a great war. Our enemies will fight, and that it will be the end of days. And then, I mean, I've spoken to people who have been a part of religious groups who have believed in Armageddon.
Yeah.
That's what that documentary is about, essentially. And they're all living with the kind of belief that, it doesn't matter what I do because tomorrow they'll...
Well, it's not even willing to die, it's wanting.
Wanting,
like,
because that's when
then I'm
salvation...
Right.
Yeah, that's when salvation happens.
Yeah, I want to die. I want to die for you because then I get to go to... Heaven better be good, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you do it all.
Because, like, you're living now. You could make this gaff heaven. You can make Earth heaven if you want.
Imagine having shit and you go, fucking,
I fucking wasted that.
All in Waco in this
Some
old
fucking
church.
lizard with fucking buses full of grenades.
So
right now, David is the undisputed leader of the Blank Davidians.
He's the GOAT.
And he's starting to push his personal...
So he also makes all of the children see him as dad.
Yeah.
But he also then starts taking them as wives.
He also fucks them all, doesn't
he? So he has sex with girls, some as young as 10.
Yeah.
Which...
He's changed his rules.
I think even the rules are still 12. I think he's like, this is a bit naughty. Like, I think
he sets the bar so he can be naughty.
Yeah, it's like he's like, well, you've got to have a bit of fun.
Yeah. I can't fuck them, but I will.
Yeah, and they're brought up. They're brought up with the idea of one day you will become David's wife.
Oh,
all of the kids are. He would regularly spank them as well.
Yeah, so there's girl who got spanked every day. That was fun.
Yeah, there's one girl that talks. Is in like the documentaries and stuff like that, and I mean, it's vitriolic child abuse. Really,
it's rough. Like when she says he put it over his knee and have a paddle, but he wouldn't hit it until she stopped tensing.
Yeah.
That's rough. That like.
So, despite George Roden being off the scene, Koresh continues to hoard weapons.
Yeah. This new thing,
and not even like he deals some weapons, but they have, like you said, however many million, like
1.2 million rounds of.
They have a shit ton, and they're just getting them shipped in. They're not even like doing it dodgy styly. So a UPS driver is driving, and one of the crates breaks open. He goes, fucking hell, goes round to the back of his truck. There's grenades everywhere.
A grenade falls out,
and he goes, and he sees where it's going to, and it's this church compound in Waco, and they tell the sheriff.
Yeah,
and the sheriff department go, well, we've had loads of reports that loads of
people are doing haircuts on corpses.
Yeah, they're doing haircuts. Well, also like in the interim, like recently, like people have been going, do you know there's loads of churchgoers that are just firing AK-47s in the air and then throwing grenades? Yeah. And I go, maybe we should look into that. And then the UPS fella goes, we should tell the ATF, the alcohol, tobacco, and fishing. I don't know why the fucking fella there with fishing.
Why are they getting involved?
And they launch a full-scale investigation.
Yeah. 8 months.
8 months, which takes us to 1993, which I think we should have a short little break.
Because then it's about to fucking kick off.
Bang, bang.
El Horno doesn't talk much, so I'll do most of the talking in this. El Horno, all he does is kick butts and cash checks, mate. But if you like what we do and like what we wear...
Merch!
Oh, shit.
I've got merch on.
Oh, he talks. He's got quite a northern accent.
Oh, I'm Mexican.
Oh.
Buy some Mad That merch. We've got this one for the Joe Exotic man. We've got El Horno merch. People like that one.
Yeah.
We've got other ones. We've got Jesus Loves Five-A-Sides.
We've got some lovely pieces of merch that are Mad That related and maybe Mad World soon. Keep your eyes peeled. Get over to haveawearpod.com to get your merch. It's gorgeous. You'll look more gorgeous and you'll help us make Mad That better because all the money gets funneled back into it, baby. Enjoy the rest of the bloody episode.
Merch.
Welcome back to part 2 of the episode based on the WACO siege.
WACO. Do you want to say what Serica said?
I watched the documentary with Serica, and I think she knew it was WACO. I suppose she'd only seen it written down.
Yeah,
I went, let's watch this documentary, and she went, they named it right. They are all wackos, which
I
is
think
just
great.
beautiful. What a line! What a woman! They are all wackos, and I went, is that how you think it's said? She went, yeah, and I went, well, I'm not going to correct her.
No. Also, when's she ever going to need that?
When she goes and goes, have you seen the WACO siege?
The WACO siege. Yeah, but then everyone will just. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
She's not going to get corrected, is she?
No.
So recap: David Koresh's, David Koresh, the man, the Messiah, the Jesus wearing jeans.
He's now king of the hill.
He's made his way back to Mount Carmel, and he's holding weapons
And children.
and children and child wives.
Yeah. What are the fellas doing? What, genuinely? The fellas are sitting there going, he's shagging my daughter and my wife. It's not even your wife anymore because it's now his wife. He's going, but Jesus.
There's a weird little line, isn't it, where it's like, oh, it's funny, bloody David Koresh like wearing jeans to attract children, and then it's like, the parents are minging, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, there's real negligence of like...
Yeah, depends. And a lot of kids, by the way. This isn't just adults. This is families. This is dozens and dozens and dozens of children.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something like 80... I've got it written down somewhere here. It's in the 80s of people at Mount Carmel. Just under half of them are children.
Yeah.
Or about half of them are children.
Children who are young enough to literally not know better. Not like 18, 16, like where you're like...
Oh, no, they are
these
children.
Like toddlers, like small baby children.
You know, there are videos that pop up later on where David Koresh is kind of like topless holding kids. Like he's in a creche or something. Like fucking bit mad. Creche? Look at French words and that.
No, his name's Koresh, isn't it?
Shit, I didn't even mean that.
Is that why?
No, yeah, because he loves kids.
But on Davidians, he's gone, David. He's gone, I like kids. Koresh. He's gone, I can't be David Koresh. That's two on the nose. And someone's gone, how about Koresh? And then he's gone, David Koresh.
Nice. David Koresh. His middle name's fucks kids as well.
David fucks kids in the Koresh.
But the FBI, sorry.
Also being quite flippant here. Awful evil man.
Oh, horrific.
Awful man.
It's pretty depressing, viewing if we talk about it like that.
Yeah.
So the ATF, the alcohol, tobacco, and fishing, and it's all in my head. It's just like Paul Whitehouse.
Is it the American Task Force?
What, the ATF?
Yeah.
No, it's the alcohol, tobacco, and fishing.
Yeah. No, I know it, but what does it stand for? Is it alcohol?
Yeah, it's alcohol, tobacco, and fishing.
What do you mean?
The ATF is the it's al.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco. No, it's
you fucking.
It's
because the alcohol and the tobacco makes sense because they think they're things to be controlled.
And do you know why it makes more sense of what it actually is? It's firearms
and explosives
because they're hoarding firearms. I don't know why I had fishing in my head.
I thought you just because I was like alcohol and tobacco. They're things that need to be controlled by the government. But then fish, I was like, oh, we just made that up. I thought it was like the American Task Force or the Agent Titty Fuck.
That's so funny. If you hadn't brought that up, we would have just gone blitz through that.
It's the Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives
Bureau.
It's a US enforcement agency.
It's like imagine the FBI, but for alcohol, cigs, and
it's also a lubricant used in vehicles.
Nice. And fishing. So the Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms Bureau
and explosives.
They understandably are quite worried about this church, and they've planned this stakeout essentially.
They've got a warrant off a judge to go. Yeah. We're going to go in there. We're going to need to get David Koresh, and we're going to need to get all the weapons out. And they think it's going to be maybe a bit of pushback, but it's just going to be we've got a warrant. Come in, clean house, job done. We're going to go on the same. I think one of the guys was like, we thought it was going to be dinner, in and out, bam.
They're churchgoers. They're
even though they think Koresh is a bad guy, they're like, we're the government. We've got a warrant. There's loads of us.
Yeah.
Easy work.
They're not going to do anything.
The
And
fat controller laughed.
but they were wrong.
Yes.
So on February 28th, 1993, day one. The ATF have secretly surrounded the compound and they've called this Operation Trojan Horse.
Yeah, quite on the nose.
Yeah, well, in my head, they'd have to send something in.
Well, you know why it's Trojan Horse?
I do know why it's Trojan. It's only just clicked in my head
Because they've got the guys.
because they have a man on the inside, don't they?
Yeah, so they pull up to the compound about half a mile away, and they've got what are they called when you drag in your car?
Toes.
Like no, like what? Cut this. What is it when you're dragging something in your car and it's got like you've got like something behind pulling along?
Caravan.
No, but it's like you put things in it.
Trailer.
Right. So they pull up.
I'm not leaving all of that in.
They pull up in the car and they've got trailers covered in like a canopy.
Yes.
And under the
do.
canopy is
loads of ATF
loads of
agents.
heavily armed agents. Because they don't want to spook people by going, hey, there's loads of agents out there. Agents, not Asians. So that's why it's a Trojan horse.
That yeah.
But again,
and there's
whoever made that thought he was smart, but weren't.
yeah, like sure there's been loads of
I don't know Troy.
the film.
Is even out yet? Hey?
But they also have a man on the inside as well.
They do.
So the ATF have surrounded the compound, and basically, what they don't realize as well, they think it's going to be easy, but they're actually fulfilling the end of days prophecy.
They're doing
which is why it's going to all kick off. David Jones, who I think might be related to Rachel Jones, who got married to David Koresh.
What's he got in his locker?
Nice. Played for Wigan.
David Jones' locker.
Yeah, but David Jones played for Wigan and Burnley. He was a football hooligan. And he is a postman and he's doing his rounds.
Yeah.
And he is stopped by a reporter called John McLemore.
So McLemore, he's fucking deep in it though, isn't he?
In the thrift shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man's knocking out this. When I heard that he did this, I wanted to shoot him in the head.
This is the maddest thing ever. So David Jones is doing his paper round, and John McLemore stops him for directions,
like goes, on like the path in front of the
compound, and goes, "Where is Mount Carmel?" And David Jones, who is a Branch Davidian, goes, "Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know where Mount Carmel is?" And he goes, "Oh, well, I'm a reporter." And they're fixing to do a big raid on this compound, the government.
So what you need to know before that is the plan was the early doors shock and awe. They don't know we're coming.
Yeah.
That was the whole
come by surprise, because why they're all hiding under the top.
Yeah, because they know they've got guns. They're definitely prepared.
Yeah,
we need the elements of surprise to make this work. It does not work without the elements of surprise.
Yeah,
which fucking Macklemore blows instantly,
and he's far too involved in it as well.
I'm gonna go, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, there's loads of ATF fellas out there. They're planning a raid." And
David Jones drops his letters and his parcels.
Yeah,
sprints back and goes, "They're
out there.
They're out there." There's a fella called Robert Rodriguez who is a part of the church, but he's an undercover ATF agent, and he goes. He's like sat in a Bible study with Koresh because he's close to David, and basically informs the ATF and goes, "Fucking
blown.
The postman's found out." So they are basically the trucks storm the compound.
But what should happen there? And have you seen the guy? He's cool as fuck. He's an ATF agent. He was the one first on the roof.
Yes,
cool as fuck ever. He goes, when we found out they knew, the move should have been, it's off.
Yeah,
this cannot happen. Like, we cannot storm because they know we're coming.
And they know that they have 1 million rounds of ammunition and
grenades.
50 caliber bullets and rocket launchers and fucking
They should have
tanks.
called it there and then. But the government go, it's still on. We go.
Yeah. And they storm with these trucks. Everyone jumps out and Koresh starts going like the end is nigh.
He opens the door, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He goes, hello.
hello, it's me, David. He's got his jeans on.
And you go, that must be Jesus.
Fucking hell, he's got his
He's
jeans.
fucking a kid as he opens the door as well.
What the hell? Has he got a kid hanging out his jeans? They go, this is the man we need.
But both sides say it was the other side who shot first.
So we don't know
Who shot first?
who shot first. It's like Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who shot Mr. First?
Mr. First.
Yeah.
Both sides, though, are adamant it was the other side. But basically, a bullet is fired, and then 50 armed ATF agents start storming the building. There's also like helicopters overhead, like it's a full-blown war scene.
Yeah.
In a church in the middle of Texas.
Yeah.
And this reporter, John McLemore, is just there. He's just in his like news truck reporting as it goes on.
Yeah.
Basically, it's all fucking kicking off.
Well, he parks behind the bus and gets safe.
Yeah.
Runs to the car because one of the ATF agents goes, "Hey, news guy, help!"
Yeah.
Because we're busy, like we're doing this. You need to go. So he runs back to his car and goes, "We need every ambulance in the county," and they go, "They're already there."
Yeah.
And then he rings the newsroom and goes, "Right, this is happening," and then
within
it's the
minutes,
biggest news story
it's national news
ever.
because it's a live
war zone.
Yeah, it's in America. It's insane. So the Davidians they've all got AK-47s, like proper.
Oh, they've
clobber.
got like fucking unbelievable armament.
There's like a tower part of the kind of church compound that they have a 50 caliber sniper in.
Yeah.
Which
can pierce the armor of a tank.
Oh, it would make you explode.
Yeah, you would just turn to mush.
And the ATF start getting ladders and start climbing onto the roof and breaking into windows. And there's like you can see footage of like one of them gets shot on the roof.
It's that guy, isn't it? This guy's pinned down, and he said somebody who he classed as his son.
Yeah.
Before he classed as a colleague, like he was that close to him. Does cover fire, protects him, make sure, but then as he pops back up again, he's giving his position away, and they just fucking blow his head off. Like they're killing federal agents
in self-defense, I guess you could say. But it's
fucking murky.
Again, another reason why the siege should have been called off is they're trying to storm a building that people live in. So they know the plan of the building. So they know if they're coming in on the roof, the Branch Davidians start shooting through walls with high caliber weapons.
Well, David Koresh says, he goes, "You've been planning this for 8 months. How long do you think we've been planning for?"
They've been at it they've been waiting for doomsday for years.
Yeah.
And now it's come. And bullets, the scene really, there's ATF agents with bullet wounds. Like, there's a Branch Davidians who are dead or have been shot.
Yeah, there's dead on both sides. 4 ATF agents. Oh, 2 die then, or is it 4? 4 die overall.
I think 4 die overall. I've got it listed here. But basically, there's bullets flying overhead. One of the Branch Davidians calls the police and goes, "You need to call this off. There's women and children here, and you're firing in." David Koresh is spouting scripture.
Yep.
Which it's giving me goosebumps. The kind of visual of like everything's like there's bullets going everywhere, and this man dressed as Jesus with his Wranglers on is spouting scripture, and he calls the police, Lieutenant Lynch, the police, and he says, "Why did you do that for? You guys are foolish."
Yeah,
it's fucking a hard line, to be fair. And because there are ATF agents that are bleeding out, they called a ceasefire on both sides.
So basically, there's a guy bleeding out on the roof.
Yes,
I can't remember his name now, but they really want to.
And he's a veteran as well. Like
they want him saved. So Lynch has got in contact with Koresh, and he goes, "We need a ceasefire now. We need to go and get our guy." And he goes, "Right, I'll tell as many people as I can." Blah blah blah. The ceasefire happens. They get their guy, but all the time they are still getting shot at.
Yeah, they're still, because also, like, the ATF have radios and stuff like that.
They haven't got the communication. Yeah,
and they're all on high alert because people have been people have been shot.
Their family and friends are getting shot next to them, and then they they back off, don't they?
Yeah,
they retreat backwards, and they've got their asses kicked.
So the fella was called the agent was called Kenny King.
That's it. Yeah,
and he had 13 bullet holes in him,
And he survived.
Yeah. Which is mad. It looked like fucking Swiss cheese.
Have you seen the shot of the I can't remember his name now. The one I'm talking about, the cool guy, the older guy, where they put him on the bonnet,
yeah,
and like wrap him up like a whale.
Yeah, so they start getting people out, and because they've ran out of ambulances, they're basically just hanging people off the front of cars and driving slowly.
Oh, it's like insane. They have lost the battle.
So there's an eventual proper ceasefire, and then it's just eerie silence after all this gunfire. Yeah. It's dead loud. It lasted 2 hours, 2 hours of constant like firing. 5 dead Branch Davidians. One of them was a grandfather called Perry Jones. He was shot in the stomach, and he basically goes, "Put me down."
Yeah, so it's his granddaughter who's talking on the.
Yeah.
She says he's screaming in pain for hours. David Thibodeau says, it's a long time.
Yeah.
And then eventually, they take his life for him.
Yeah.
Because he's in pain.
Yeah. David Thibodeau being one of the members of
the church.
So loads of people have been shot. David Koresh has been shot, which is the thing that you think is insane.
So David Koresh gets shot in the hand, and he also gets shot in the hip. Side.
Yeah, the side.
And he's also 33 years of age. Which, so they're like...
And if you know anything about Jesus, stigmata is like the holes in the hand, the nails in the hand. And then when they killed Jesus, they basically slit his
put like
side
a fucking thing through the side of him. And he was 33. So they're like, wait there. He wears jeans.
Like Jesus did.
He's like Jesus did. He fucks kids, allegedly, like Jesus did. He's got a hole in his hand.
He was a carpenter.
He's got a hole in his side, and he's 33. They're like, my brother is Jesus.
So all of the Branch Davidians, it's like an adrenaline shot of like.
And when you're listening to us talk about this, and we're kind of being flippant and taking the piss, because we don't believe in it. These people believe in it as much as we don't believe in it.
Yeah, there's
no black and white. Like in their head, that man is Jesus.
Yeah, and they believe that the world is ending, and they believe that this is the end of days, and it's the seventh day. Like everything came together so
perfectly,
unbelievably. But he's also getting blood poisoning. Yeah, because he is just bleeding.
Because they're treating it with garlic.
Yeah, because fucking reek.
So when that ATF agent goes in, he's like, it stinks of death and garlic.
Yeah,
because they're trying to treat their wounded with garlic. Is that a Jesus thing? Did Jesus?
It's a vampire thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe he's a vampire.
Maybe he was.
4 dead ATF agents from the first race. You were right. 2 of them are dead on the roof. One of them was that young lad.
Yeah.
And the agents can't believe that they've been fought back by just a load of churchgoers.
But killing a federal agent, same in the UK, killing a police officer it's death penalty.
Yeah.
If you kill
especially in Texas where they fucking love the death penalty.
If you shoot at a police officer, you're probably getting a death penalty. If you kill a police officer, there's cut and dry. They will execute you. And they've killed 4. Yeah. It is unheard of to kill 4 federal agents. It's insane.
And they've won this.
They've won the battle, but have they won the war?
We'll see. So, I mean, again, the conflicting accounts of who shot first, which is why, I mean, even if a Branch Davidian did shoot first, from my accounts that I've seen from the Branch Davidians, they all firmly believe that the ATF shot first. So I think both sides are also kind of rampant, I guess, of...
And these people are, the churchgoers, they are prepared.
Yeah.
They've been practicing how to use guns, like shooting through walls, where to shoot, where to stand. They are so ready for this that obviously these ATF agents are they're trained. Yeah. They are not trained in this building and this situation. This is basically their house, and they know.
Yeah.
They are insanely prepared, and the ATF agents are like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
We could never have won that.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of day 1, 6 dead Branch Davidians, 4 dead ATF agents, and there's been a ceasefire.
Lots of injured.
And the police have kind of, or not the police, the ATF have kind of tried to minimize how much of it has got out. But John McLemore's been there reporting it, and there's footage of them trying to almost check for memory cards at one point to
he
hides them. And then now it's national news.
Yeah. 'cause
Now everyone knows about it.
and they're watching it.
Yeah. So the FBI get involved because they
So
go, bloody fishing knobheads haven't got
they can do fuck all. They get in touch with the hostage. I can't remember the actual.
So they've got the hostage negotiation team.
Who are the backstop? They are the top level. They are there's nobody after them.
Yeah. They're called the HRT.
Yeah.
Hostage response team. I think.
And also,
hostage rescue team.
They also help, women going through the menopause, which is nice of them.
It's lovely. And make people go hench as well.
Yeah. They are the final defense. Like, they are the big dudes.
Yeah. The HRT, which is filled with trans women and middle-aged
But they're
women.
good with guns.
They
get involved. But the guy who's leading it goes, cool, we'll get involved, of course. We'll fly there and we'll help. Have you set a perimeter up? And they go, oh no, we just got out of there. And they're like, right, so you started a war with people and didn't set the perimeter up afterwards? And like, no. And they're like, well, how do we know when we get there they're not just lying in trenches to kill us all?
Yeah.
How are we meant to infiltrate this place when we don't know what you've left?
Yeah, and they don't know if anyone's made it out or
we don't know what's going on. So then their job is to then set a perimeter up, which they do, which is Sierra 1 and Sierra 2, which is north and south of the
which
compound.
is like a little farm nearby.
Two farmhouses north and south.
So there's Bob Ricks, who's the head FBI agent in charge, and there's Jim Kavanagh, who is the ATF negotiator.
Lots of people called Dick as well in this.
Loads of people called Dick swinging.
Yeah, loads of Dicks. Bob Ricks.
Yeah, Bob Ricks.
Dicks, like it's mad.
So, and Jim Kavanagh is the one who is speaking to David Koresh consistently.
Yeah.
And David Koresh wants the media to play a message out for him. He's like, if the radio play out my message, then we're on good terms. Which obviously is one of the first signs of like, oh, he's a it's the kind of sociopathic cult leader, self-obsessed.
Yeah.
He needs to get my message out.
But round this as well, while he's doing that, Waco as a town
has
essentially become like a city.
Yeah, it's become a media hotbed.
Like there's thousands and thousands and thousands of media. The eyes of the world, like it's gone from this small hick town to fucking...
Yeah, it's grown massively.
Like there's people selling merch and everything.
Yeah. So with Koresh, he says that he'll release 2 children per religious message that gets broadcast.
Which is,
people in the church saw law enforcement as the devil. And they thought that the idea of sending children out to like... They said sending children out to Babylon is like what we do in here kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because they believe that they should stay here, they should die here kind of thing. Children do get released. So eventually, through negotiations, early days, 18 children and 2 women are released through negotiations.
Yeah.
There are still children in there. I don't know why those 2 women got released.
Yeah, I'm saying, who are them women? What have they done?
It's proper like...
I reckon he's just not into them, you know?
You know that scene in the Titan... Yeah,
yeah, he's just like, get them out as well. I'm banging them.
It's like this, in the Titanic when I can't remember the fella when he jumps in the lifeboat and he's dressed up as a woman.
Yeah,
like that. They're just like let them
we're
go.
Kids. Yeah, just get them out. But they've 6. So the negotiator is doing a good job.
Yes, and building up a great
good
rapport
job.
with David.
Yeah.
David, I'm on good terms with him.
Davey.
Koresh tapes a 58-minute sermon that he was broadcasted, and he says that he'll leave peacefully with everyone if the sermon's played.
It's played multiple times.
Yeah, and so then he lines up to go. He lines up everyone to go say bye to him, and he's going to leave and hand himself in.
I know. Have you seen what the negotiator says to him on the phone when someone hands him a piece of paper?
No.
He's like, getting him good. He's like, I'm your friend. You come out. He's like, yeah, I'll come out. And he's like, these kids just want to hug their mummies, like that's all they want. And everyone's like, it's a bit like in Wolf of Wall Street where they're doing the fucking on the phone and they're getting them. And they go like high five. I was like, I fucking got him. And it's like, you fucking haven't.
Yeah. And he basically goes to the door of single van. He goes, they all start praying. And he goes, he's in his jeans. He goes, God has told me to stay.
Now God said, I must wait.
Yeah, I must wait. I will give it a couple more days.
So then when the agents hear that, they're like, oh, we had him for a bum hole here.
Yeah. So at the end of day 1, there are 20 children, 47 women, and 43 men still in the compound. So there's way more than 80 than I said before.
That's because there's that many deaths. 85.
Yes, that's where I get confused. But there's so many people still in this comp. There's a small army.
A lot of people.
And if you're going by African rules, there's child soldiers in there as well.
Actual child, yeah.
Again, yeah, like you said, wounds being treated with garlic, and the hostage rescue team have brought in armored vehicles as well.
They brought in Bradley tanks.
Bradley, which sounds like a
and
fella.
He's a big fella.
He's massive Bradley tanks.
You bring Bradley tanks in, he gets shit done, mate. Or is it Sherman tanks? It's one of them. They brought in tanks.
Yeah, and ready to just essentially plow through if need be. And also they've got the Branch Davidians have got night vision, which makes it sound like Step Brothers
because they've been eating garlic and carrots,
and they can see. They've got natural night vision, and they can see the hostage team lurking around the perimeter.
Yeah,
and they're going on the phone like, "Why the fuck are these people going to come in?" And they've made a pact, the Branch Davidians, that if the agents do make it inside, they're just going to let off all of the grenades.
Yeah, so each woman, each lady has been given a grenade.
Yes.
And they're like, if a man comes in who's from the other side, pull the pin, and you meant to kill yourself and every other woman in that room. And they're like, cool. Like, they just take it as like, yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
They're given a suicide grenade, and they're like, yeah.
Which is insane. It's also the messiest way to die. Like,
it's a good way to get multiple people at once, though.
Yeah, good point.
I think he's nothing if he's not efficient.
He's logistical.
Yeah.
Then, so after this day, it starts essentially almost like a Cold War period.
Yeah, weird.
Where a lot of negotiating. So fast forward to day 5, 4th of March. David Thibodeau, who we've talked about, who is a fella I've spoken to in the past, which is why I've got this interest in.
And his name rolls off the tongue.
It's boss name, isn't it?
I'd love to have the name Thibodeau.
David Thibodeau's mum shows up to come pick him up from the party.
Well, so David Thibodeau's gone to this gaff, but obviously his mum calls David Koresh first.
Yeah.
She goes, right, I'm going to bell this fella, see if he's sound.
So David Thibodeau told me that he met David Koresh because they were in a band together.
So they're in a band together, and he goes, you're sound? Like, cool and that. Do you want to come to Texas? And he goes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then his mum goes, hang on, who's this fucking weirdo?
Jesus jeans fella.
So she rings him up, and he goes, hello. She goes, it's happening. Who are you? And he goes, well, I'm this. And she goes, right. Can I ask you a question? And he goes, yeah. And she goes, do you think you're the second coming of Jesus and a prophet? And he goes, yeah. And she goes, right, Evie, David's in trouble. And she goes, David, he's a fucking lizard, him. He doesn't care. He's already gone. But she's a good mum. So when this all kicks off, David Thibodeau is in there, and he goes, my ma's probably outside, you know. I reckon my ma's defo outside. And he was right.
Yeah.
His ma was outside.
It's like when you went to a gaffer when you were like 16 and you know it's past midnight, it's like, well, it's probably outside.
Yeah. And his ma was outside going, hey, my son's in there. I've got like a relation with David and him. Let me speak to them to fix it. And they go, how about no?
Yeah.
Suck a fart out of our ass. You're not getting involved.
She could have really been
she could have helped.
Integral.
Yeah.
That's the whole of Dave. I mean, and she starts getting involved. She starts sitting in the press.
Yeah,
like
she's basically like the fucking mouthpiece for the whole thing. And he's probably there going, oh, she's embarrassing me. I'm with the jeans fella.
And she looks a bit like Cartman's mum off South Park.
Yeah.
Day 6, day after, David lets out a child to ease tensions. That's Heather Jones, who is the girl who
granddaughter of the man who got executed.
Yes, and she's the girl who we said got spanked.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's also the one in the documentary who, when they let her go, the ATF go, right, we're going to let you speak to your dad on the phone.
Yeah.
Because they want to make a connection between these kids outside and be like, these kids are fine, please come out.
Yeah, the real mental warfare.
Yeah. So she's like, hiya, dad. Like, he's like, are you all right? And she's like, yeah, I got to ride in the tank. And she's like, she's a child. Like, that's. He's like, yeah, like, just remember God's word. He's doing all this stuff. And they play that phone call to her on the documentary, and she hasn't heard that since she was a kid.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most harrowing things I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, just making her cry on the...
Yeah, she's so sad because she's hears her dad's voice for the first time.
She has no family.
Yeah.
They're all in...
Yeah. They're all dead.
They're all in this group.
Yeah.
And but also when she arrives, she says that her little backpack just gets ripped apart it gets cut open with knives.
Yeah, because they think she's got grenades.
Yeah, they think that she's been sent out as like a carrier bomb pigeon or something.
Yeah.
Like in 4 Lions where he trays the crows to have bombs. It's like that.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, they're doing bad things." No, I get it. I mean, make sure she's safe, but like, she could have had grenades in her bag.
Yeah, no, I understand. Is there need to cut it up? I don't know. Maybe
and they were laughing as well.
Yeah, I think that was the.
Yeah, don't cut your bag up and laugh.
Yeah, don't laugh. At least feel bad about it. Do you know what I mean? But from the kind of calling members back and stuff, that David Koresh starts to get a little bit shaky with them and is like, "You're trying to provoke the members." Day after, day 7, the hostage rescue team spot a 50 caliber sniper being aimed.
But David Koresh said that was a broom.
Did he?
Yeah. So the fella's sitting there, and he's his job is to look through his scope all day at this house, work things out, make sure it's safe. And he said, it's like in an old castle. They've got these things, like
yes, yeah.
And he says that happens, and then someone sticks out the barrel of a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle, which is about fucking 6 foot long.
Yeah, and it's got a big thing at the end of it as well.
If you ever play Call of Duty, you know what a 50 cal is. It'll blow your head clean off. It'll blow your fucking whole family's head clean off.
Looking straight at the sniper.
And it's looking straight at him from about 300 yards away. And Damon got him go, "Hey, why are you pointing a 50 cal at our people? Take that away right now." And he goes, "What you mean?" And he goes, "There's a 50." And he goes, "That's a broomstick." And they go, "No, it's not. It's a sniper rifle." And he goes, "Hang on." And then it goes away, and he goes, "Nah, it's nothing there." And they go,
"Listen,
right."
He's a bad fella, but fair play to him. The balls on that man to go, "It's a broom."
And then so what happens then? They go, "Oh shit, they've got 50 caliber rounds, and we now don't know where it is because they've taken it away, and that could be anywhere."
If it was just there, then it's. And this is also the hostage team as well, who are the hardline
trained as fuck.
They don't give a shit about the negotiations going on as well. They're like.
But there is a point where the main guy, I forget his name, the hostage guy,
Jim Kavanagh.
Is that his name?
Yeah,
grey fella.
Yeah, I think so. He's one of the negotiation people. Oh no, I don't mean. Yeah, I don't have his name now.
And then in that same window, Koresh appears.
Yes, and he talks basically like, "I could blow his head off."
He goes,
now.
"If I pull the trigger now, it's 2 pounds of force. He's dead. All his kids are safe, and the situation's over." He goes, "I go to jail forever because he hasn't had clearance to kill him." He said, "But he went, this is over." He went, "Should I have shot him?" He went, "Did I shoot him? No. Should I have shot him? No. But they would think about it every day. Yes."
It's like the whole butterfly.
Like if he does that, many children.
Yeah, it doesn't get as heavy as it's gonna get.
But he does his job because he hasn't got clearance to kill him. And then David Koresh leaves the window, and he's lost his chance to kill him.
Which, imagine just seeing it, like, because he's like essentially this mythical figure.
You've seen a Pokemon in the window.
Yeah, fucking shiny Charizard, and he goes away.
And he to make that decision as a human being, to go, "I could kill him now. My life's over." But so many lives are saved.
Yeah,
what a fucking insane job.
So because of the broomstick debacle, which is what they called it. Tensions have risen. Koresh threatens war and says he'll blow up their armored tanks, their Bradley tanks. Yeah. So the
Bradley tanks is getting
blown. That one man is getting fucking obliterated.
I'll sock him off.
He's got his jeans. He zipping them up.
Don't let me put my jeans on.
So the FBI go, "Fuck it. Well, let's bring in M1 Abrams tanks, World War II.
Yeah, we're going to bring in tanks that can basically just drive over the whole Ken."
And I say World War II tank. I don't know if they were using I think they were, but maybe not.
It's not Shermans.
They were Shermans, yeah. Anyway, they brought in like fucking Gulf War tanks. Yeah, you know what I mean,
big old boys.
And Chief FBI Special Agent in Charge Jeff Jamar sounds like
a basketball player.
Does sound like a basketball player.
Yeah, he's just signed for the
New York Knicks.
The Knicks. Hey, you've seen they traded Jeff Jamar.
Jeff Jamar. He's actually like a squat fat white man.
They've traded Doncic for Jeff Jamar.
Bloody
crazy.
I think it's like DeMar DeRozan or whatever, isn't it?
Jeff Jamar turns up and starts shooting threes, but it's grenades.
So he wants to use the tanks.
Yeah.
He just wants the situation done.
He just wants everyone dead.
He does not give a shit about the negotiations.
Well, that's the mad thing. And Serica pointed this out. She went, they're not. linking up.
They're not communicating at
They're
all.
not talking.
The ATF, the FBI, like the negotiation teams between those two are, but they're not really talking with each other. The hostage negotiation team, or hostage rescue team, sorry, the trans women aren't.
Yeah. The negotiation team will basically go, the shooty bang bang guys, they're just going to do their shit.
Yeah.
We need to try and do our shit. And if they'd linked up, it maybe would work. But the fact that they're gone, we'll do what we're doing and we'll try and, get them out and rescue them. And then they're going to probably kill some. But if they'd have linked up and, worked as a team, somebody said afterwards in the inquest, everybody who touched the ball fumbled it.
Yeah, everyone fucked up at this point.
Everybody from the very first time when that postman blew the thing.
Yeah.
And he said from start to finish, there wasn't a single good decision made.
Yeah.
And
I mean, to be fair to John McLemore, wasn't his job to not fumble the bag, to be fair. And he created that story.
Yeah, like Bruce Almighty.
Maybe he's the problem. Maybe John McLemore's the puppet master behind all of it.
If John McLemore didn't go to work that day,
doesn't happen. Oh, that's insane. And he doesn't get to sell books about it and stuff. I don't know if he's written a book.
He's definitely.
He must have written a book.
About it.
So they bring in the M1 tanks. Jeff Jamal wants to use the tanks. And the kids are basically being brought out and being put in this WACO Methodist home. And that's how the FBI start filming the kids and sending it back.
Yeah, they're not being very nice to the kids, though, are they?
They're trying to just bait the parents. So Kathy Schroeder, who is one of the who's the woman that you were on about, who was like
the blonde lady,
who was like 12, was just they.
She's still fully. If David Koresh came back now, she'd be like, "Let's go again."
Yeah, still.
She is fully still in it.
She leaves because on the video, her son who left looks upset. He's not being. People aren't playing with him.
Yeah,
he's not getting diddled. Like he's gutted.
So got the jeans on, but he won't bum me.
He's trying to put jeans on. He's like, I want David's jeans.
Well, at one point, David starts fucking her. David's like, "You're going to the big bed tonight, girl. It's David time."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Fuck, I get to sleep in Jesus' bed tonight."
In her head, she's fucking God. As in, like, the verb.
Yeah.
She's shagging God.
But she said, like, he's leathering everywhere. He's got his jeans on. And she said, and the entire time, it's essentially like Bible club. Like, he's basically like going, "Yeah, this is how God fucks." And he's doing like God shit. And she's like
doing all.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm getting wellied by Jesus."
Yeah. He's kept his jeans on.
Yeah, he's poked his willy through. But like in her head, she's like, "I'm in the big bed tonight."
Yeah.
And that's what all the women wanted to be. All the women wanted to be invited into the big bed. She's like, it was this room where the bed took up 4/5 of the room.
Sick. Alaskan king
Well,
size.
that's insane. How big was that bed?
It's just like a solitary confinement cell, innit?
Yeah, it's just a bed. And like you can walk around the edges. But she was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking Jesus tonight."
Yeah. And because they would all stay longer in like the Bible study classes, so they would like have a chance to shag Jesus.
Yeah.
But she leaves, Kathy Stroller, or the FBI guilt her into coming out, and they're all like, again, this is like the scene in Moneyball where they try and get, what's the fella? Where they're like talking on the phone, like trying to get this deal.
So they're like playing off against each other.
Yeah. It's a little bit like they're all sat around the phone, like trying to play her against herself a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's the whole like thing
about
the mummy
thing.
bit.
That's the mummy thing. And then they're all like, "Yeah, baby, high five."
And 2 days later, she leaves the compound. They let her see Brian, and they give
who's Brian?
Her son.
Oh,
sorry.
So see Brian.
They see Brian, and Brian's there.
Hello.
Your son's all right.
Right, come on, we'll let you see Brian. Right.
She has lunch with Brian, her son.
Yeah,
and the 4-year-old man, Brian.
They go right.
And
jail.
Yeah, and they immediately arrest her.
Yeah.
Which then it's then on telly that she's got.
Feels mad that because I feel like they've got tellies in the compound.
Yeah, exactly. So they then know.
Yeah, like you've kind of blown your cover there, haven't you? You soft asses.
Yeah, it's so silly how they've not thought that through.
But then they go, anybody who comes out, by the way, you're getting the same treatment. If you come out, you are culpable. You are getting arrested, which again seems.
Yeah, so then no one's going to come out.
Silly because any negotiation's been blown.
Yeah, exactly. At the same time as all of this, Koresh's mum, a lot of mum chat in this.
Yeah.
Koresh's mum hires Koresh a lawyer called Dick DeGuerin.
Mate, there's
Lots of
so
dicks.
many dicks in this. Dick DeGuerin turns up. It sounds like doctor.
Dick.
And he goes, right, I'm the dick doctor, mate.
The Dick Doctor turns up,
I'm going to pull on my big boy jeans.
and he's allowed to speak to Koresh, who he's the one who goes in and like it stinks of garlic.
He's like, it
death.
stinks of garlic and death.
But so he's speaking to Koresh, but the FBI is still like listening to the call, and DeGuerin's like,
They said they're not.
Yeah, they
They went, hey, no one's listening. And David Koresh goes, hey, they're listening, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Dick Doctor's like, come out and go to trial. We can take this to trial. Yeah. They fucked up here.
Yeah.
He's got his cock out and Koresh has got jeans on.
Like, listen, lad, I reckon you can go to trial and beat this. A year in prison max. Like, brother, be honest. There's 4 dead ATF agents here. He is toast dead.
It fucking
They're setting him on fire when he comes out.
Yeah, like he's
finished. They're all done.
In Texas as well.
Yeah.
In death penalty country.
Yeah.
So day 22.
Fuck me, mate. We're 3 weeks in.
March 21st. This is the turning point really of the siege.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of like small little jabs and back and forth. The plan was to release over 24 people.
Which is probably, about a quarter of the people left.
Yeah. It's a huge chunk. It's
Yeah.
also, and probably enough of a chunk where if you wanted to storm the compound again, they've lost a lot of people.
Yeah, but I also feel like they're not sending off their best, are they?
No,
they're not sending Bradley tanks out.
No, there's not. It's not 24 Bradley tanks.
They're just going around going, hey, you're a gimp, you can fuck off.
Kids.
Yeah.
Ugly
Kids
women.
and gimps. Yeah. Kids, gimps, and ugly women.
Yeah. People wearing not wearing jeans.
Yeah. They're like, right, all the Bradley tanks, you can stay.
Yeah. Bradley
tank stays. I think am I right to say, is it Bradley tanks?
They are Bradley tanks, which are, I mean, I'm not sure if we explained it properly. They're like armoured vehicles, Bradley
They're
tanks.
basically small tanks.
Yeah, they don't have guns on them, but they're like kind of...
Yeah, big armoured things, yeah.
And 7 people get a chance to leave, and then the FBI agents, just for a laugh, decide to run over Koresh's car with a tank.
I love
they just go, yeah, fuck it. And
it's a vintage car.
Yeah.
I love the fact David Thibodeau's like sat there in his chair looking out the window, and he's like, hang on a minute. Yeah, they're just crushing her. And he goes, Dave, they're just crushing our cars, lad. And they just start fucking, they get them out, they go, and they smush the cars.
They were going to get, and whether they were saving these people or they were arresting these people, like, because some people, depending on how young they might have been, that's got to be better than just stopping it. Just like, what's the point in fucking
It's
crushing
the definition
this car?
of one step forward, two. Like, we're going to negotiate, get some out. No, we're not going to go negotiate and get them out. What we're going to do is we're going to get some of them out, and then we're going to blow their cars up.
So the negotiation team will have gone, don't do anything stupid. And then they're going, come on, we need some more people out. And then they look out the window and the car is just being crushed. And they're just stood there like Neil Warnock going,
yeah, do you know what? Send the woman out. She can see a kid. She's gone to jail.
Jail.
Send some kids out. We've crushed your cars. Like, don't do the second bit.
So Koresh...
He's angry at this point.
Koresh is fuming. And he starts going, the negotiators have no influence. Jeff Jamar is basically like, use the tank. That's why they've crushed the cogs. Jeff Jamar's like, fuck it. I want to see the tank.
Tank time.
And because he's under pressure to wrap up quickly. So they stop releasing hostages. And then the hostage rescue team, the trans men and the middle-aged women, they start doing psych ops warfare. So they start playing.
They basically get the mic and go la 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 blah 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 blah.
They get speakers and they play. Here's a list of some of the things they play on full blast.
I love the song. Have you got
hours.
the song?
Yes, they played "The Boots Are Made for Walking." These boots are made for walking by Nancy Sinatra
for 2 days.
2 days of that. They play "Phone Off the Hook" sound for 2 days straight.
Which is literally do.
These are all like stuff that you would get if you ever went to like a junior disco. You'd like get Bluetooth as a ringtone. Like all
it's made for walking.
Rabbits being slaughtered sounds.
Yeah.
.mp3. People speaking Latin backwards.
Yeah.
Jet engine sounds, and then apparently they also played like monks, humming, like throat singing.
Yeah.
But David Thibodeau told me that was the best day. because they were like, it was just like rabbits screaming and dying and Nancy Sinatra. And they were like, this is fucking awful. And then they were like, meditate for a day. And they were like, we can get behind this. And apparently the Dalai Lama was fuming.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Because they were like, don't use my throat singing for torture.
But apparently, at some point, the ATF agents would just grab on the mic and go, blah,
yeah, the crusty car.
Yeah. So
the Bradley Tanks is like,
Bradley Tanks is just farting down the mic. So they've gone, let's negotiate.
It's also worth saying as well that the negotiators are seeing all this happen and are still going like,
yeah,
well, don't do this.
Because
we don't want this.
It's a verifiable fact that them tactics are really, reverse of what they're trying. Let's be nice, and they're like, let's be horrible to them.
It's torture methods. Yeah. It's Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, and they've got big lights, and they're just
they're keeping it daylight all day.
Yeah,
insane. The FBI negotiator. This is another mad thing. The FBI negotiator that is speaking to them, who isn't Jim Cavanaugh, I think is another one that
I know who you mean. Yeah.
He's made to go. He's the one who's made loads of strides.
They're like, going Aldi.
Yeah, he's just like, you've got a training course. And they go, can I not postpone this training course?
No.
And they go, no, you've got to go. So they send him away.
On, lad, aren't you meant to be in training today? I'm busy. Got to go. You don't want to miss that.
This is the biggest siege in American history. Like, there's kids on, like, that are at risk. You've got to learn how to, they've got to go paintballing.
Yeah.
So
icebreakers.
Yeah, so they bring in a new negotiator. David Koresh goes, who the fuck are you? And he goes, I'm here to pick up where we left off. And they go, no, can we not have like Brian?
No, he's gone.
Brian's going. He's doing
paintballing.
He's in an escape room. And so this is when
that's basically the other people going, fuck the negotiation off.
Yeah, it's
fuck him off. Negotiation is fin.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is the whole thing you're talking about the lack of communication. They're all working against each other.
Yeah.
Dr. Cock, what was his name? The dick doctor, the lawyer, is allowed to go inside again. And to get Koresh refuses his advice because he's like, we're at the prophecy stage of the Book of Revelations now.
Yeah.
They feel they're too far gone.
Which is right.
Yeah, because they're also like, they thought it was the end of days, and then they're like, the police are the devil. And then the negotiators have won them over a little bit and they're releasing kids. And then they've proven themselves to be the devil. And then they've gone, well, this is us to the end.
Yeah.
This is also the day, which I find so fascinating, that there are anti-government protesters outside. And we'll talk about this when we wrap up, but WACO becomes this huge kind of stalwart for anti-government, anti-surveillance, right-wing, like the people that live in bunkers.
It's
in
a good
Montana.
thing to latch onto because they're proving themselves to be that thing.
Yeah, they're like the.
Look, you're doing it now. The thing you said, you're doing it, and they're like, yeah, we are, aren't we?
Well, this and Ruby Ridge, which is one that I'd love to also cover for Mad World at some point, is evidence of the government being dodgy as fuck.
Well, is it the Second Amendment the gun one?
Yes.
So the Second Amendment is like, have a gun in case they come and try and get you, and everyone's like, that's not going to happen, and then they go, they're doing it now.
Yeah.
Like it is a defining moment in American history, probably, like where they go, look at Waco, they can literally try and do it.
And all you have to believe to be on that side is you've got to believe that the ATF shot first, which is not out of, and then you're
very possible.
And then you're like, oh, well, they caused all of that. And also Timothy McVeigh.
Timothy McVeigh was there selling ads,
like fucking down with the government.
What was it? It was Waco. It was an acronym, wasn't it?
Yeah, like an acrostic poem.
Yeah, it was like fucking wanker arsehole cock onions or something.
He's just there. They're not selling well.
Like, listen, I had to come up with an acronym on the spot, and I couldn't think of one.
David Koresh branded Wrangler jeans.
Come and get your Jesus jeans. I mean, 2 for the tenner.
And if you don't know who Timothy McVeigh is, he is the Oklahoma City bomber.
It's very possible that we could do something on maybe do like a domestic terrorism episode, and he would definitely come up.
Absolutely, him and the Unabomber.
He's probably one of the, if not the most famous domestic terrorist.
I mentioned it once this episode, but I used to live in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I've been to the memorial. It was 25 years of the Oklahoma City bombing. Like he bombed an ATF building in the wake of it
on the anniversary of the last day of the siege.
last day of the siege.
So it was very, very intentional.
Yeah, 100%. and that shaped an entire state. It was the biggest, one of the biggest losses of life domestically in America before 9/11.
Yeah,
huge.
So it was something like one of the biggest explosions on American soil since like Pearl Harbor, and
it's horrific. You go to the memorial, and at the memorial there is chairs, empty like metal chairs for everyone that died, and then there's little chairs because there was a nursery in the ATF building, and like it's horrific. This is all stemmed from this is the anti-government stuff that's kind of cropping up.
It all came from WACO.
Yeah. For the next 16 days,
nothing.
Silence.
Yeah.
Except for Nancy Sinatra
and the news are kind of like getting bored of it, and they're like, kind of like Groundhog Day, like, anything happened in Waco? No, of course not. It's a fucking shit show. And they're not moving on because they're still keeping it there, but they're like, nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's like Gyökeres signing for Arsenal.
Yeah, when it happens, they're like, yeah, we knew.
Yeah, they're throwing over, and it's like it's still kicking
nothing.
off.
Yeah,
yeah. But day 46, Koresh says that he'll come out again, and he'll end the standoff once he has time to write a manuscript.
Write a manuscript on the fly. Should write it there and then.
Yeah,
he's like, hang on, let me write this book.
It's like a crowd work special.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And they're like, no, that's just more delay tactics.
Yeah. And the FBI believe that this is one of the big turning points as well, where they've gone, negotiations are fucked off now.
Yeah, he's
been allowed to write manuscripts. No way. And they start talking about tear gassing everyone in the building. Janet Reno, who's the new Attorney General, the FBI go to her and get permission to use tear gas, and
but they also kind of like
bait her.
Lie a bit, don't they?
Yeah, they bait her a little bit.
They're
she
like,
seems clueless.
Yeah, because they're like, listen, there's loads of Bradley tanks in there.
Yeah.
Nothing else. It's all bad dudes.
And they say there's no
kids.
They say there's no children in there.
No,
they don't say it, but they
don't tell.
It, yeah,
they don't tell her there's no kids, but they're like, they don't tell her there's kids.
But what they do, they go, he's shagging all these kids wearing jeans.
Yeah, and she's like, no, you do not wear jeans when you shag kids.
They start. She signs off on this tear gas thing.
It's I think it was called the Levi Amendment or something. So like, don't you dare wear jeans.
Levi Strauss jeans amendment. You're not allowed to wear them when you're shagging kids. And that brings us on to 19th of April, which is the anniversary
of the Oklahoma bombing.
Day 51, the final day of the siege.
Yeah.
This is what it's all.
This is when it gets. I mean, the last hour of whatever has been grim. It's nothing compared to what this is fucking grim. This
is a bit like how we did Mad that season 1, where day 1 is Shirley, and it's like it all fucking kicks off.
Yeah, the middle bit's insane, and the last bit is like,
this is Joe Exotic.
This is
so
horrendous.
The FBI start to place tear gas in the building,
but they go, hey, we're putting tear gas in, but this is not an assault. And
we're just gonna tear gas you a little bit.
Feels a bit assaulty. It isn't. And they go, this is not an assault. Come out, you're all under arrest. Like, they'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, as if they all still believe that this is the final end of days. Like,
yeah, this is not an assault.
This is not an assault. And then they surround the building with snipers. Yeah. And they still go, it's not an assault.
We're not doing nothing.
And then they send in tanks.
They drive tanks into the building.
And set off all the tear gas. And they're still going, it's not an assault.
Yeah, and they've got 48 hours worth of tear gas.
Yes. They plan to just tear gas them.
Until they die.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, like, again, there's also very small children in there.
Yeah.
You can just ruin a child's lungs with that much tear gas.
So they literally go, they just start doing it. And they start tearing the building down, don't they?
They basically get
like a big boom.
Yeah.
And they're pulling part of the building down to be like, we're just going to flatten this building and fill it with gas until you fucking leave.
They don't care who, like, if the kids are in the bit that they knock down or anything like that. And then shots start being fired. And this is the second time where no one knows.
Well, they say, do not fire on us.
Bam!
We're not assaulting you. We're just surrounding you with snipers, driving tanks into your gaff and setting tear gas off. Don't you shoot at us. And then shot. They quite understandably start shooting.
Yeah. Again, though, there are still Branch Davidians that claim that the ATF shot
first.
You probably go,
maybe.
It was probably a Branch Davidian that shot.
Yeah, because
in this instance.
Tanks in.
They're probably within their right to.
But they were like, hang on, the tear gas isn't working.
Yes.
Because they're all hiding in a bunker, and they go, I'll just drive the tank into the gaff,
Yeah.
smash the bunker up, and I'll throw tear gas in there. And they're like, cool. And then David Thibodeau says he just sees a tank drive into his house.
Yeah.
And then that's when the beginning of the end starts.
Yeah. This is also the thing of like, they're all ready for death at this point.
Oh,
there are ones that are terrified and go, oh my God, like, we're going to die. But then there's also like the diehards, kind of, I think they're called the mighty men.
They are called the mighty men. There's some women in there as well.
But there are women, but like they're the diehard kind of, Koresh sees them as like the...
Again, it's just, he's just at his base, he's just a man playing army wanting to fuck kids. Because he's like, listen, the rules are I fuck kids, and my mates are called the mighty men.
Is it a crime?
He's literally like, we're the mighty men. Like, he's just making gangs.
We're playing army.
Yeah, playing army. We're the mighty men. I get to, like,
I'm in charge.
But they're like, he's Jesus.
So the tear gas is in, they're all in the bunker, and the compound sets on fire.
The compound in 3 different places
Combusts.
just bees on fire.
Yeah.
And this is the most contentious part of the whole siege.
This is the huge conspiracy, because the FBI claim the Branch Davidians started the fire. The Branch Davidians, specifically David Thibodeau, who, I mean, when I spoke to him, got very emotional and threw a bottle of Jack Daniels on the floor talking about this, because he was like, those fuckers like tried to kill us all. They set fire to it. And regardless of what you believe, I personally believe, I'm unsure on it, but I certainly believe that David Thibodeau believes that.
I believe that they believe they didn't start.
Yeah, the one, yeah. But yeah, what do you think kind of?
So there's a in the documentary, they basically go, the fires start in 3 places. They show the footage of the tanks going in, and they're like, they say it wasn't the wind.
Yeah.
They say it isn't one fire that's blown. It's 3 purposeful fires. And I'm like, this has got to be the FBI. They've got to have done it. But then there's a weird bit of footage, a bit of audio footage, you know, you can find it and put it in, where they've kind of bugged David and they've got him talking. And he goes, he says something about the petrol and the hay.
Yeah.
And then they kind of brush past it. And that, to me, that's the smoking gun. Why has he got petrol and hay? Like, if you put a gun to me head and said, who started the fire? I'd say it was the Branch Davidians.
Or the mighty men.
The mighty.
Yeah.
I think they're like, this is the end of time. It's happening. We can't get arrested, because they're thinking maybe they're going to come in and arrest us. And that's not how it ends. We need to die.
Yeah.
And they're like, how do we die? We cause our own death with fire.
Yeah. And whilst this is happening as well, whilst the building is on fire, there is there's an account by one person where who survived the Waco siege, that they see a fella who's like a diehard, like fella with a gun trying to fight off, and then the wall just comes in, and he's just then gone.
Yeah. So
I
can't remember his name. I should have remembered names better. He's got a mask on, because they've been given gas masks by Koresh. He takes his mask off, and then he just basically lets the smoke engulf him. David Thibodeau watches this happen, and then the wall sets fire and kills him. Yeah. Like, people are like, it's time to die.
Well, they also have the people who aren't ready to die, there is no running water to put out any of the fire.
And they can't escape because all the walls have been knocked down by the tanks.
Yeah. And it's also worth mentioning as well that because like John McLemore at the start, the news knew this siege was going to happen, or got wind of it. So the family members of the Branch Davidians are seeing this live.
They're watching it on the telly.
It's been broadcast completely live.
And to the kids, into the home. And then as it's burning down, the people who run the home, like, I don't know if they're police officers, go, your parents didn't love you.
Yeah, they go.
Because they're like, look, they're just dying, they didn't love you. And the kids are watching it going, oh, what?
It's insane.
Fuck.
And then after it all, they put a kind of list up of the people who did survive the fire, and like the families are watching it together. Who, like, David Thibodeau's mum is with.
That's my boy.
Yeah, and sees that David Thibodeau has survived, but the son
of the girl next to her.
Yeah, it's just
goes,
horrible
I'm
stuff.
so happy you got your So they're all watching this fire engulf this essentially wooden building.
Yeah, well, houses in America are built
It's
like
just wood.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fire quickly takes hold and it rips through the gaff. And
And they're also hidden under, like, the people who are in a bunker as
they're
well are
underneath.
just trapped.
Yeah. No one can escape, even if they wanted to, I don't think. And the HRT team are watching it going, oh, we're going to see an influx of people just sprinting out here. Because, when it comes to fire, you want to save yourself. David Thibodeau runs out.
Yeah.
With his mate.
You see it on camera.
You see him and then he gets dragged. And they're like, yeah, we're going to see fucking dozens of people running out here. And they're just watching it. And the fire gets bigger. And they're like, they're going to start running out now. And then they're like, no, nobody is coming out. And they just stay and die.
And then a bullet
And then this guy puts a sniper rifle down because he's like, my job is done here. These people are dead. They're not getting out. He said he stands up on his perch next to the guy who he's with, and they're both just watching this inferno, and they're like, oh, everyone's dead. And he said in that moment, a bullet whistles through both of their heads. And he's like, there's somebody still there whose last action on earth is try and kill me. And he goes, and that's dedication. Yeah. And it shows to their their last breath, they're like, he's right. David Koresh is right. We're all going to heaven.
Yeah. They go, fair fucks.
Everything I said was going to happen is happening. And these people are watching this building burn down.
And the FBI don't allow fire trucks in as well.
Because of the ammunition that could kill them and the explosives. The entire world is watching this building burn down. Their families, the police, stood watching it. And they're like, yeah, people are going to come out. People don't come out. And then the building basically just goes flat. And they see to the other side. And they're like, everybody is dead.
Yeah. Not a single... So some people ran out, a handful, not a single child.
Every single child died.
So 9 cult members survived the blaze. 80 people died in the fire.
85.
Is it 85 people?
In all. I think that's including the ATF members. 85 people died in all.
80 people, though, died in this fire. 20 people, including 5 children under the age of 14, had been shot, and a 3-year-old had been stabbed in the chest. Now, this basically has... So Koresh was all included in this, and a post-mortem on his badly burned remains couldn't tell if he was killed or killed by the fire or it was suicide.
He took his own life.
But with the other people there, so this is why, and this kind of leads on to the conspiracies, because also this image again going out to the world, there are skulls on the floor, there is like Bible embers floating up.
This guy, the HRT guy, walks over to the charred remains on the floor, and he said, in the air is Bible paper raining down on fire. On the floor is bullets exploding, skulls, arms, people. He went, I don't know what hell looks like, but like it must probably looks like this.
And you can see, photos on, like, do you know what I mean? This is why it's such a surprise that people don't know as much about the Waco siege, because it's insanity.
It's actual hell on earth. It's insane. It's horrendous.
And from this stemmed this huge conspiracy base, I guess, that has led into the kind of...
Because if you believe it wasn't them, then you believe the government decided to go, we're just going to kill them all on fire.
Yeah, because they...
You believe the government decided to kill 80 of its, people to just basically end this siege.
Yeah. I mean, there was claims that the government shot people trying to escape, which is why some people had bullet wounds. Because also there's gunfire going on anyway whilst the fire's going on, and it's also dead loud because there's fire burning and everything.
And also there's bullets exploding.
Yeah, so you
don't know what's going on.
Wouldn't even be able to tell. And so the FBI, the only kind of thing against this is that the FBI and the ATF did their own internal investigation. Went, no, there was no. They all just died in the fire, which is you can believe that. But I think, especially if you're conspiracy minded, like,
oh, this is unbelievable conspiracy,
rampant.
If you believe in like deep state, this is surely number one.
Yeah. So out of the dead, 33 of them were British citizens.
That's ridiculous. I in my head they were all American.
Yeah,
because I didn't believe that.
I think there were also people from different parts of Europe and stuff like. Because again, it's the seventh day. I think when it was the Hungarian man who set up the initial church. I think at their peak they had something like 100,000 members. They weren't at Mount Carmel, but they followed that stem of kind of the Seventh-day Adventist stuff. And 24 of them were among the 80 Branch Davidians that died.
So 24 Brits died.
24 Brits died.
Wow.
Which is, it's a link that you don't even realise.
No.
Bill Clinton gave a speech the day after and blames the Branch Davidians entirely.
Yeah, I've seen
and said that David Koresh was insane. But then
he actually calls him insane.
Yeah,
so
calls him insane.
When I hearing a president use the word insane, I mean, Donald Trump's kind of like the outlier, but hearing the president, I was like, oh, that's it was jarring.
Yeah.
There was no like language where it was like, he's insane. I think when I heard that, I was like, holy shit, that sounds so weird.
Yeah, when it's very much like it's an insane person that's killed all these people.
Yeah.
Whereas politicians rallied and were like, obviously there was conflicting sides like politically, but people were like, there was so many fuck ups.
Well, that guy said everybody who touched the ball fumbled it from the start to the finish.
Yes.
If one of them links would have been broken and done correctly, you know, people would have survived.
Yeah. So they had the blue book, which basically outlines all of the failings in the ATF. There were no criminal charges at all for any of the officers.
No.
But
they were just doing their job, though.
Yeah. The ATF director did resign, though, and loads of tactical leaders were kind of sacked. And it ended up changing. Like, siege tactics were changed forever to not create another WACO, which is why there hasn't been
another one.
Yeah. What is I found interesting reading up on it, because obviously the people that did survive, loads of them ended up on trial. Some people kind of got convicted of manslaughter or firearms charges. Some of them were acquitted entirely. There were a couple people who Livingston Fagan, who's a British man.
Yeah, he's a very British name.
I assume he's a man. The British person
Yeah.
who was who served served 13 years in prison and then was extradited.
13 years, yeah.
Yeah, and then exactly 3 years afterwards, that's when the Oklahoma City bombing happened, and 168 people died there.
Yeah,
which is just mad.
So you add it on. There's this one postman. This one John McLemore on one day.
Yeah,
domino effect to over 200 people. Insane.
So I hope he feels really guilty. And that was the Waco siege.
You didn't tell me what you think.
I think,
like, genuinely, like, gun to your head, make an assessment now. Do you think, because there's obviously grey areas and they both could have started it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if you had to decide on who you think started the fire.
Do you know what's really weird? And I think it's the reason why I haven't said anything, is that I'm such a non-conspiracy minded person. And I think that they've been fucked over by the government.
Oh, you think the government did it?
I think the fire, maybe the fire was caused by recklessness. I don't think they were like, let's set fire to this building, or out of malice or anything. But
3 different spots, though.
Yeah, it's such a weird one. I don't know. I think it's. I mean, maybe there isn't a kind of grand. I think the ATF shot first initially.
Yeah.
And then I think the ATF failings have caused it to happen. But then also, there will have definitely been kind of suicides.
I don't think it's possible for David Koresh to get so close to the end and it be possible that it doesn't come off because they get arrested and he hasn't got a backup plan.
Yeah.
And that backup plan...
they had the grenades anyway, didn't they?
Yeah. And that backup plan wasn't burn the place down.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, I can't imagine any world where he's not gone. If it comes to it, I will burn everyone.
I think you're probably right. Let us know what you think.
Aye.
Yeah, leave it in the comments.
Like, if this is your first exposure to the Waco siege,
hopefully we've done it justice.
Yeah, and you do want to go and watch the Netflix documentary. What we've told you here won't ruin it. You know, it's going to add to it. Actually, you're going to have more knowledge going into it, and be able to enjoy it more. But after you've watched this, comment below on what you think happened. Who you think did it.
Where do you think, if we get our Mad World Order in the middle again?
So I didn't want to put this too high because you don't want to go, but then this is mad, innit?
I think the conspiracies that come out of it
what it led to, the fact that no one knows about it, the fact that so many children died, the fact that there is no definitive answer on who's that. It's mad.
Where out of the kind of mad that episodes that are there as yardsticks, do you have a kind of ballpark maybe of?
Do you want me to give it a rating?
Yeah. Out of 10 decimal.
I'm going to give it 8.2.
That's where I would have gone, I think. In the 8s, I think.
And it could push up to 8.5. It's insane.
I think also the fact of like it's a kind of apocalyptic cult like bloodbath versus like the government conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a film.
Yeah, it's.
Is it a film? Have they made it a film?
They've done like a dramatic series before. I think they should make it a film. Do you know what I mean? It's the most insane. And I've never covered. I did loads of research last time. I kind of covered it. I never read anything about him diddling the old woman.
Yeah, he fucked
and his jeans.
Yeah, he fucked her to get to the top. He basically Kamala Harris.
And then doing haircuts on dead bodies and stuff like that. It's
Wait, everything we spoke about today, necromancy and grenades and 50 cals and fucking old women and kids, would put it all together. It's fucking mad. I think it goes in just below Shirley.
I think an 8.2 I think is a great. It's also a great yardstick going forward because the aim is to try and top this one.
Yeah.
This is the first one.
Yeah,
we can't come in and be like this is a 10 because then we have started strong.
Started very strong,
and I'm so glad we got to do this.
Yeah.
It's your turn next.
I'm next. Should I tell them what it's going to be on?
You can maybe, I don't know, maybe give a bit of a clue.
Give her a clue, right? Okay. Clue. It's the Kim dynasty.
So have a guess down below.
What do you think it's going to? Right, I'm going to do the Kim dynasty with North Korea. I'm going to do the lineage of the Kim dynasty mixed in with North Korea as a state. It's just going to be an all-encompassing deep dive into that part of the world, North Korea, and why it is how it is because of the men who have led it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fascinating. I also think that there's so much with North Korea that we also have to hone in on, like, the lineage a little bit.
I think the Kim dynasty and who their men are and what they've made that country become. It could be more than one part.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want these to be more than one part, we're more than happy to break them up into 2 or 3 parters, or just a solid one part. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're still kind of learning the format and stuff, but
the mad world, that universe, it grows.
It's expanding.
It grows
and I've enjoyed this so much.
Me too. Do we finish it with a high five? Kind of what we always do.
I think we should finish it with a high five. Leave suggestions for any topics you want us to cover. If there's any people that we talk about in Mad World that you go, get in touch with them for Mad That.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Because that is season 2 is in the works at the moment. And let's finish with a high five.
So Mad World is not just going to be events. It
can be anything. It'd be biographies,
people, places, eras, like anything that we can, deep dive into that we think is our definition of mad. We can do, and we might not know them. Comment below, and then we might find someone mad that we don't even know.
Yeah.
Or thing that we.
Your suggestions are going to be so important for this because
So help us build the Mad World universe even larger. Thank you for tuning in. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.